because whenever we talk about a data, for sure, statistics, analysis, all of those things comes in between. And that is the reason stats is important. But let's suppose I'm a person who is weak in a mathematics. That's completely fine, because
And that is the
we are not
reason
going to talk
stats
about
is
some
important.
hypothetical thing
But
over
let's suppose
here.
I'm a person
So
who
we
is
are just
weak
going
in a
to talk
mathematics.
about a same mathematical portion that we have covered somewhere in our 10th standard and 12th standard, right? So that kind of a status, so kind of a revision: mean, median, mode, variation, variance, normal distribution, standard normal distribution, some portion of a calculus, probability. So all sort of things will be discussed in between inside this particular section, which is kind of a revision. But yes, this portion is very, very important to understand a concept going forward in a easiest possible way. So this is going to be kind of a brush up kind of a things for all of us, so that we can revise things that we are not able to recall maybe after a decade or a years. Then the next thing that we are going to cover is a SQL and Power BI. So SQL, again, as a data analyst, SQL section is, believe me, very, very important. Whoever is going to work on a data side, whether they are a data engineer, whether they are a data analyst, whether they are a data scientist in any section of it, SQL
Hello,
is
hello.
very, very important. Believe me, whether you have joined from India or outside India, people are going to focus a lot on your SQL skill. And when I'm talking about a SQL side of it, I'm not just talking about a select queries or where clause, having clause, group by clause, or all sort of things. No, I'm talking about a complex queries. I'm talking about aggregation function. I'm talking about like queries inside a queries. I'm talking about basically a windowing kind of a function. So this kind of a SQL we are supposed to understand. But obviously, we are going to start from a basic, like a select start from a table kind of a things, right? But yes, SQL, believe me, guys, it's very, very important. Again, when you will try to develop some of the charts, some of the dashboards, when you will try to create in a Power BI section, again, SQL is going to be very, very important. So we all are supposed to focus on a SQL side a lot, right? And then your journey towards a data analyst will be very, very easy, and it's not difficult to understand. Believe me, SQL side of it is not very difficult to understand. It's easy, but yes, a lots of effort and practice is required, and we are going to do all of those things in a live class itself. So whatever is required, whatever it takes, we'll try to do it in a live class itself. And then obviously a Power BI. Again, inside a Power BI, there are so many things that we have to discuss, starting from data modeling, and then different kind of a chart creation, different kind of a dashboard creation, publishing all of those dashboard, integration of a data with a different data sources. Because when you will join an industry, industry, no one is going to give you a data in Excel sheet or CSV file. Yes, in a class we can try to use it, but that's a reality. They are going to give you maybe a DB access. They will try to give you some APIs access, and then you have to pull out the data. You have to refresh. They are going to give you, maybe build an entire dashboards based on that. You have to develop a KPIs based on that. So that part is very, very important. We are going to talk about it, because from a very first day when you will join an industry, SQL and this dashboarding skill, data integration skill, cleaning skill will be in use. Then again, inside a Power BI, there is something called as DAX. I think you all have at least heard of a DAX, right? So DAX again is a things where we have to focus a lot, because from an interview perspective, DAX is again very, very important. So we have to discuss each and everything till a pro grade level. Obviously, starting from a very, very basic. Like I said, I'll always keep one thing in mind, that people who are joining this particular lecture are from a non-tech. Even though if you are from tech, but still that will be my assumption. And keeping that thing in mind, I'll try to start. But yes, we have to get a label, and that we will try to achieve it. Now, so Power BI and then SQL I have already discussed. Then there is a second dashboard called as Tableau. So again, if you are able to understand Power BI, and then if you are going to jump into a Tableau, it is not going to give you a pain. So you will feel like there is a only interface which has changed, and more or less things are same, right? And you will be able to get a feeling that, okay, so now I can develop a dashboard. Now I can publish a mobile based dashboard, or maybe like a web app based dashboard easily in Tableau and Power BI. I will be able to do a data modeling. I will be able to do a data integrations, each and everything in a easiest possible way, even with respect to a Tableau, because that is again a different tool to create a dashboard, to publish it, and to generate a report or to do a data modeling in a day in day out basis. And that has been used by a different clients. That depends upon your next client, or maybe the way we are going to handle it with respect to our previous clients. Then we are going to talk about Python. Again, Python language wise, it's very vast and huge, but easy to understand, just like English. But here, so as a data analyst, we are not supposed to understand a complete Python. A basic of Python scripting is more than enough. Like I said, as a data analyst, you are supposed to focus technology wise. You are supposed to focus more and more on dashboarding and a SQL and then statistics. And again, obviously, a business side of it will come into a picture. So you have to understand a business as well. You have to correlate that, okay, I have learned this dashboarding tool, I have learned this SQL, but how I'm going to utilize it in a real time, right? How I will be able to correlate this entire things with respect to a business, which is going to happen in your project section, so that you all will be able to correlate this entire things in a best possible way. So that is just an overview, and that is a main agenda or main topics that we are going to cover. An explanation of the same topic is given inside a syllabus. I'll come to that point as well. Requirement, or what is a prerequisite, right? So the very first requirement is a system, a laptop. I think that is a bare minimum requirement, right? So laptop is important. So laptop with internet connectivity is required. Then interest, obviously. So if you don't have an interest, you will not be able to learn even a simplest possible thing. And then I like this part most, dedications, because with dedication, anyone can do anything. We all are doing it. So yes, dedication is required. We are going to put up effort from our side along with my team. But yes, even from your side, these things are required, because it's you who is going to prepare your resume, obviously. So we are going to help you out in that segment a lot. It's you who is going to attend an interview. It's you who is going to do a job. It's you who is going to handle your next client. So dedication is very important. Although things are very easy when we talk about a data analyst, and it always provides you a huge number of opportunity in a market with almost each and every kind of a companies. But yeah, if you are going to put up an effort for a couple of months, not for years, couple of months, I believe we all can do it the way we have already done that, right? So in the similar way, we can do it. Now, if I'll talk about a timing, so I believe we all are aware about the timing. So 8 to 11. So I'll try to take 2.5 hours of classes on Saturday and Sunday. Or if Chris is taking classes, so he will try to take a classes maybe for 2 hours, 2.5 hours on Saturday and Sunday. And then after my live classes, as I said, I will start a doubt clearing. So you have an option to raise your hand. If you don't have a doubt, you can drop off after this time. If you have a doubt, you can be here one by one. We can start unmuting you, and then you can start asking your doubts. We do not have any kind of any issues. And yes, at the end of this lecture, so I'm going to share my mail ID. I'm going to share my team's mail ID as well, so that you will be able to reach out to us at any point of a time. Plus, I'm going to talk about other kind of a support services as well. So this is a class timing, guys. Now here, so course feature wise, course material, as I have already shown you, inside each and every video section, resource will be available. If we do not have any resources. So for example, for today, so there is no resources, right? So resource will not be available. If there is a resource, if I have discussed something where I have utilized some of the resources, so that will be available. And I'm a person who hate PPTs. So a lot. So I don't like PPTs at all. So believe me, I'm not going to use any PPTs throughout this section. I prefer to write a code in a live class itself. Whatever dashboards, whatever feature that we are going to build, we'll build it in a live class itself. There won't be any kind of any uses of PPTs for sure. And yes, I'll be using my writing pad to write each and everything if it is required. Otherwise, it's completely fine. But I'm not going to use a PPTs. I'm not going to do copy and paste, because that kind of things I personally don't like, because that is not a correct way of teaching, which I always believe. Now, so course resources will be available. Recorded videos is already available inside your dashboard, so that you can go in a fast track mode. Practical exercise wise, I try to give different kind of challenges. I try to give a different kind of like a quiz on a regular basis. So inside your practical classes, so that will be there. quizzes assignment will be available inside your dashboard itself. Couple of assignments are available, but yeah, so going forward we are going to upload many more assignment as a project and many more things. And yes, obviously at the end of the day you all will be able to get a course certification. Now coming to our next segment. So are we good, guys? Everyone, is there any dinner break? I think Saturday, Sunday we can manage, right? Yeah. Even see, I will be working with you, so don't worry about it. It's not so. Uh, I'll not take breaks, so I believe that we all can manage those things, right? Okay, now let's talk about a curriculum. So, what is a curriculum that we are going to cover? So, the very first day, introduction, that we are doing as of now, right? Induction session. And then from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start ahead with the statistics. So as I said, Chris is going to cover this entire statistics part, and this is going to be a kind of a brush up of all the things that we have covered maybe in 10th and 12th. But at that point of a time, we might have covered things in a mathematical way to pass an exam. But here, things will be different, even in terms of mathematics, even in terms of statistics. So here we will try to correlate each and everything with respect to a data, with respect to a real-time situation, real-time scenario. So that is the objective. Otherwise, it's of no use, because here we are not doing this entire things just to get a certificate. So we are here so that we will be able to get into our industry, right? So that is our objective. So here our objective is not to just hold a certificate and then show these things to our parents or like our friends and colleagues. So here we have to make a transition. We have to get into our industry. So it will be aligned towards our industry with a reality and with a real data set. That is something that you all will be able to find out. Now, after completion of a statistics portion, I will prefer to start like a SQL instead of starting a Power BI. So there is a SQL section. So I will prefer to start ahead with the SQL section, and then I will come to a Power BI, because even inside a Power BI, so we are going to use so much of SQL for a query, for an integration, and for many more things. So it's better to go ahead with the SQL, and then I'll come to a Power BI, and then I'll come to a Tableau, and then I'll come to a Python, and then I will try to talk about a Excel. Excel, I'll not discuss Excel. So someone from my team is going to talk about Excel. So basic Excel, advanced Excel, each and everything, whatever topic that we have mentioned and whatever we have not mentioned. So those things will be discussed inside the Excel section. I will try to cover each and everything till Python. Now, so let's suppose if I'm talking about SQL and then Power BI. So what we will do is, so first of all, we'll try to cover a Power BI or maybe a SQL, and then right after that one, so we'll try to get into a project. And then when I'm talking about a project, I'm talking about a project till a deployment. Again, a complete pipeline of a project we will try to cover. So that, so let's suppose if I have already covered a statistics part, or then SQL part, and then Power BI part. Now, if I will be able to do a couple of projects which I can justify as per the industry, then for sure I can go ahead with the resume preparation. And that is the idea, that is the objective. So no need to complete the entire things and then go for the project. Section wise, we can go to a project, means a complete portion with a practical and theory, and then get into a project. Because the thing is that you have to prepare your resume. Now, you can't write just a learning inside your resume, and that's a reality. You have to showcase a project at the end of the day, and then only someone is going to give you a chance, or you will be able to participate in a different job programs that we used to run, and different companies invites that we used to give. So project part is very important, and it's crucial, because at the end of the day your learning is not going to work. Believe me, whatever experiences that you will end up showing in a project section, a technology that you will be able to show, day-to-day work that you will be able to show, a KPIs that you will be able to show, or businesses that you have handled that you will be able to show, that is going to create an impact. And because of that, people are going to give you a chance. It's a reality, and we all will accept this reality, I believe. So the thing is that after every section there is a project that we are going to cover. Like I said, end to end means till deployment we are going to cover. So business case, KPIs, different kind of a charts, graph, matrices, then publishing a dashboard, and then finalizing these things, and then like integrating with the real-time system, so that It will be a complete project, because in an interview, people are not going to ask about your learning, that what you know, what you don't know doesn't matter at all for a interviewer. So they will always be looking for an experience. So what kind of experience and expertise that you have, what kind of a challenges and problem that you have faced and you have solved, how you have solved those problems, what is your day-to-day activity, what kind of a tools and technologies that you have used, what kind of a benefit you were able to give to your clients. This will be an expectations from an interview perspective, and that is something that I would like to cover after each and every segment. Then only we can say that okay, I have learned something, and based on that I'm able to do something, right? Because that is the experience you are supposed to showcase inside our industry. Okay, so in this sequence, it will go basically, and as you can see, DAX, each and everything is already mentioned as part of your syllabus, right? Plus, couple of things I keep on adding in my classes. Not couple of things, so many things I keep on adding inside my classes, which is not even a planned one, just to benefit each and every one. Now, mentor-wise, so Chris Naik, I think you all are aware about him. So Krish Naik, so he's going to be your mentor. Jayant from our side, so again he will be a support mentor, assistant mentor from our side, and it's me. So my experience is wrong, so it should be like a 8 plus or close to 9. So yeah, that's like a, yeah. So mine is wrong. So okay, so yeah, so you can connect with me over a LinkedIn or YouTube, so that's completely fine. Right, I'll be happy to have you in my connection list. So this is me, and we all are going to take your classes, plus we are going to assist you, we are going to support you in each and everything. As I said, so at the end of the lecture, so I'm going to share my mail ID as well, plus my team's mail ID in a chat box, so that you all will be able to connect with us in case of any doubts, in case of any meetings that you have to schedule. So you can schedule it with my team. If possible, I will be available, which is sometimes very, very difficult apart from the live classes. But yeah, so I'll try to be available, but my team will be available. That is for sure. And in live classes, I will be available personally. Now, so yes, starting date is 18th June, which is I believe today. So today is 18th June, and we are just going to kick off this class for all of us. So this is an overview of our classes. So how it is going to happen and what is going to happen in between. Now, if I'll talk about industry, so we have already discussed about a dashboard. So what is available inside your dashboard, each and everything, how we can go in a fast track mode, how live classes will be conducted. If you are going to miss a live classes, recorded videos will be available inside your dashboard. But throughout my live classes, I will be expecting only one thing. Whatever activities which I'm going to do, right, in parallel, you are supposed to do a same thing. If you are getting stuck somewhere, it's completely fine. As a human being, it happens with every one of us. Feel free to raise your hand, feel free to ask any kind of a doubt, feel free to engage, feel free to talk as much as possible. There is no issue at all, but dedication is important. Joining a live classes is very, very important, right? So try to join a live classes, and believe me, things are not difficult. If I'm talking about just a data analyst, it is not at all difficult. We all can do it. And especially people who are coming from a non-tech background, right? It is pretty much possible to do it. It's not difficult at all. So when something is not difficult, so why can't we do it? Simple, right? So it just requires a couple of months of dedication. Yeah, things may go south in a first place, maybe for a couple of weeks, right? But it's our responsibility. If you're not able to understand something, if you would like to say that, okay, fine, so please go slow, we'll go slow. There is no issue at all. But at the end of the day, the goal is to reach out till project. We have to prepare a resume, and we have to get into an industry. That is a bare minimum criteria that we have set for all of us. So I'm going to work in a live classes, and along with me, you all are supposed to work. It should not be just kind of a regular learning. I never like to take classes where I give a learning. I never give a learning to anyone. It's all about experience, because we have to join an industry, so we have to get our experience. So we'll try to achieve that particular level. That's like a, this is how I conduct our live classes. I'm for sure you all are going to enjoy this live classes a lot. That's my assurity. So don't worry about it. Now, apart from that, inside iNeuron, right? you will be able to find out. Let's suppose if I'm going to click on this iNeuron.ai. Now here, you will be able to find out internship portal, right? So let's suppose if I'm going to click on this internship portal, and if I'm going to sign in, it's a single sign on, right? If I'm going to sign in, so this is how your internship portal looks like. Now, internship portal, we have not created just to do an internship for a fresher. No, we have created this internship portal in a way that everyone will be able to get an experience, because at the end of the day, this is what you are supposed to showcase in front of your interviewer. So inside this internship portal, you will be able to find out a multiple projects which is already uploaded. And again, so we keep on uploading a new project on a regular basis in each and every segment. So let's suppose I'm able to log in into this internship portal. How to use this internship portal, I have already created, but again, same thing I'm going to tell you even now. Terms and conditions we have already mentioned. So let's suppose if I have logged in into the internship portal, and then if I'm going to click on start new project, again, I'm going to repeat, guys. This is not just to do an internship. Internship portal is not with you just to fill your gap. It's here so that you will be able to get a real experience and exposure. It's here so that you will be able to work on this one, so that you will be able to talk about your day-to-day activities when you're going for the interview. Doesn't matter from which background you are coming into, right? You're from tech, you are from non-tech, you are from some other domain, XYZ, doesn't matter at all here. So we have created this internship portal so that you all will be able to get an experience. So let's suppose I'm going to click on a start new project. I can try to select maybe business intelligence, this section. So that is your section basically. And then I can try to select a domain. So maybe I can select e-commerce. Then inside e-commerce, there are projects which is available. Now, if you're going to select all of these three fields, right, inside the business intelligence, which is your segment basically, then here, if you are going to click, so here is a project label. And then if you are going to click over here, you will be able to find out a project write-up, as well as you will be able to find out a guidelines for this entire internship. So going forward, right? So going forward, when time will come, I'm going to tell you that, okay, fine. So go and do 1 project, 2 project, 5 project from this internship portal, when I will end up discussing a couple of projects inside your live classes. So here it's designed in a way that, let's suppose I have to do this project, right? I have to get an experience at least, because see, I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to talk about the project. I'm going to show you the project. I'm going to teach you bits and each and every project in bits and pieces. That is completely fine. But unless and until you are not doing it, things will be difficult in an interview, because in an interview, people always talks about the experience, right? So based on the work that you have already done, and that is possible to achieve, because like I said, I keep on saying these things to everyone, that learning is not enough. We all used to do a lots of learning in last 20 year, 25 year, 30 year, in a school, in colleges, everywhere, right? But at the end of the day, inside the industry, you have to showcase your experience. What kind of a benefit you have given to a client, what kind of a value you have generated for a current company, what kind of a revenue that you are able to pull in inside your current company, and many more things, right? Your day-to-day things, how you have handled a team, how you have delivered the project, what was the complexity inside the project. And those things, those are the contextual questions. And those questions you will be able to answer if you have done something by yourself, even a small part of it. If you have done by yourself, if you are a part of that ecosystem, it will be easy for you to answer those questions. And that is the reason. So we have designed this entire internship portal. So let's suppose if I'm going to click on this enroll, right? So you will be able to see a project. As you can see, this is the project which I have selected. Now, if I'm getting into this project, right? So immediately the time you are going to click, so your offer letter will be generated, and you will be able to get an offer letter. Today is 18th June, which is today now, right? And this is the project which I have selected. So you will be able to see an offer letter. Now, why we are giving you an offer letter? For sure, a people who is a working professional, so for them, it's of no use. But let's suppose you are a fresher. Let's suppose you have a career gap of maybe 2 year, 3 year, or more than that, or maybe a 4 year, right? In that case, this offer letter helps you out a lot, right? To fill those gaps. Because people are going to ask you a question that, okay, fine. So have you done some internship? You can say yes as a fresher. People are going to ask you a question that, okay, fine. So what you have been doing in last 2 year, 3 year. So maybe you can showcase a recent experience at least. You can't fill those gaps which you have maybe that was a past. So you can't talk about anything, but at least you can fill a recent part of it. right? And that is the reason. So it is giving you a letter. Now this is just a joining letter, right? This is just a onboarding letter of an internship. It is not an internship completion letter. You will be able to find out, and it will be available inside your dashboard. So you can generate any number of onboarding letter. We don't have any kind of a issue, but there is a but, a big one, right? So there is a but over here. The thing is that you will not be able to get a completion letter easily unless and until you are not going to work, because that was a motto behind creating this dashboard, this entire internship program, right? You can generate n number of letters, offer letter, onboarding letter from this portal even now, just with a couple of clicks. But you will not be able to get a completion letter unless and until we are not authorizing it, we are not approving it, right? So here there is a submit project option, and we have a criteria to submit a project. So once you are going to submit each and everything, it goes to our team. They try to, not immediately, they are not going to evaluate it immediately. So let's suppose you have submitted some project. So today it's not like they will evaluate it. They will take their time, 1 week of time, 2 week of time, sometime they used to take, and then they will evaluate. And once they will evaluate and they will sign off, automatically you will be able to get a completion letter for that tenure. So let's suppose starting date is today, and maybe in next 1 month I have completed one project. So for that tenure, for that particular project, you will be able to get a letter. So in this way, you can generate a multiple one. The only idea over here is not to distribute a certificate. The only idea over here is to give you an experiences. So we want you to face all sort of a challenges that we actually face as a part of our industry, so that you will be able to talk about it in a interview. So that was the only idea, and that was the only intention behind doing it, because it's completely fine. You have enrolled for this batch, you have paid a fees, and you are here for learning. But what is the use of it if you're not able to crack an interview, right? So we have to push each and every one of us in that direction, so that you all will be able to clear a interview. And that is like this internship dashboard is one of the biggest pillar to do that, right? That was a motto. So here, completion letter, as I said, you will not be able to get unless and until our team is not going to authorize it. Onboarding letter wise, you can generate n number of letters. We don't have any kind of a issue, and that was a purpose behind creating this entire dashboard. Now here, if I'll get into this dashboard, right? So the way we try to follow a agile approach or Kanban approach, so based on the same approach, what we have done is we have created our entire internship portal. Because whenever we try to work in any project, so we try to assign like a different, first of all, we try to divide an entire project into a multiple segments. Then we distribute a work in between a different person, people, and team. And there will be an interaction, there will be an update, there will be a release cycle, there will be a deliveries of each and every segments, right? There will be a hypercare of the project. So there are multiple cycles which comes in between. So keeping that thing in our mind, this entire portal has been designed so that we can follow a Kanban approach over here. So Kanban is one of the project delivery methodology that we try to follow, like Agile, Scrum, Kanban, and all those things. So based on that, so this entire portal has been designed so that, let's suppose I'm working in one of the project, so I can try to create my to-dos inside the project. Now that to-dos I can try to put up, so I can try to put up a date over here, completion date. I can try to define the stakeholder, so each and everything. Then I can keep on moving a card from one places to another places. So in this way, project delivery happens one by one, one by one, one by one. It's not like in a single shot, because we are not doing just a toy project over here. We are doing some industry grade project over here, and that takes a time, that pipeline that we are going to create. So yes, we are supposed to follow that pipeline, and that dashboard fulfills a same purpose. It fulfills a same reason that I was talking about, so that when you're going to the interview, you will be able to talk about this cycle. Because if you'll go to interview, if you'll just say, okay, I know Power BI, I know SQL, people will say, okay, fine, that's completely fine. Many people are there who knows Power BI and SQL. How you are different, right? Unless and until you are not able to structure the things, unless and until you are not able to move an entire team and the project, unless and until you are not going to give a benefit to your existing client, right? It's of no use. And that will be an expectation for sure. And that is the reason. So I keep on talking about these things on a very first day, that yes, this will be an expectation, and it's not impossible, or it's not even difficult to fulfill those expectations. But yeah, we are supposed to work in that direction over here, because we are not here just to like get some certificate, because that part will be very easy. We just have to get a certificate. like clear some assignments and everything, get a certificate, feel happy. But no. So I never feel happy when someone says that I have completed the certificate. I feel happy when people say that I'm able to make a transition. And that is something that we all have to get. Now here, so project delivery mechanism wise, for every project, you will be able to see a dashboard. Now, there is an option we have given to you. So you can work alone in a project, or you can work along with your team members. So let's suppose if I would like to work alone, it's completely fine. It's a very simple. If I would like to work with my colleague, with my friends or families, with anyone in for a specific project, again, they can choose their own project, you can choose your own project. But let's suppose if I would like to collaborate for a particular project, right? I will be the owner, I will drive the entire project, but I would like to work along with my team member. So in that case, inside this project members section, you can copy this link and you can share this particular link with your friends, families, or anyone with whom you would like to work. And then they will be able to work along with you. I always advise to work alone, because yes, it is going to be a little bit difficult, but you will explore, right? That is going to help you out in your interview. If you would like to work along with your team with a 5-member, 2-member, 10-member, 100 members, doesn't matter at all. Feature is already available inside the dashboard. You can share this link and then you will be able to work along with the team. So project detail, again, you will be able to see over here. Project board, you can create as per your need. Project members, offer letter, submit project section is already available. So whatever guidelines that we have mentioned, you are supposed to follow that particular guidelines. Then only we are going to approve it. Otherwise, we are not going to approve your project and you will not be able to get your completion letter. Again, you have to resubmit. So yes, resubmit option is available. You can resubmit it. So let's suppose we have not approved. You can resubmit. We don't have any issue. Again, we'll reevaluate. We don't have any kind of an issue, even if we are going for the 100-time reevaluation. So that is completely fine for all of us. Guidelines wise, inside a project detail page itself, you will be able to see a guidelines. In every project page, so project problem statement page, you will be able to see a guidelines plus a sample documentation, HLD documentation, LLD documentation, wireframe documentation. If there is a code which is involved in project guidelines, everything is already available. So you are not supposed to worry about it. In every segment, we have given to you, and project to project, it differs, right? So I believe this internship portal is clear, guys. Why we have created the internship portal, what is the use of it? Let's suppose if I'm a working professional, how I'm going to make use of it. So it's not designed to give you an internship. It's designed to give you an experience. Just for the name, like sake, so we have kept that as an internship dashboard, but it's actually works to give you an experience. So whether you are a working professional or not, I'll request all of you to be a part of it, and I'll tell you. So when I'll end up discussing 1 or 2 projects inside your dashboard, I'm going to ask you that, okay, fine. So now you can start doing your internship, or even from now, if you would like to start, I don't have any kind of issue. You can go ahead with it, right? You can simply go ahead with it with this one. Now, coming to the next segment. So here is a dashboard, syllabus, analytics, everything we have covered. Now, let's suppose, right? Again, so here you will be able to find out Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame wise, recently, just a month back, so we have launched this Hall of Fame. And here, so you will be able to come. So once you are going to make a transition. So I want all of you to be here. Just 1 month back, we have launched it, right? So, and on a daily basis, so we are onboarding different companies. Hiring is going on. We are giving assistance as well as guarantee and many more things, which is already available, which you will get to know. And I think we keep on updating everything over Instagram as well. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere nowadays. Nowadays, we are a little bit aggressive over a social media platform so that people will know about it. So you will keep on getting a post. But yeah, so you will be able to come inside the Hall of Fame once you will make a transition. And I want all of you to be here, right? I have to just increase this list, simple. So that's my dream. So just 1 month back, we have launched it, and now these many people are there in just 1 month itself. So there are so many people. There was another page called a success story page, which we have removed now. So in that one, approximately 1,000+ people was there. So we have replaced these things with the new one, so that If you would like to connect with any real people, click connect, simple, right? So we have attached a real, we have just created a LinkedIn sign in over here, so that even in future or now, if someone would like to connect with all of these achievers, they can connect and these achievers will be able to help. Now, coming to the next section of it. So assignment is fine, quiz is fine, your videos are fine. Like I said, so there is a fast track mode. You can go ahead with the live classes. Obviously, in my live classes, I'm going to talk about more and more as compared to the recorded section, which is already available. There is so many things that I have to discuss. And yeah, so I'll end up discussing about it. Now, so any doubts, anyone? So for completion of this project, do I have to use a single tool like a Power BI based SQL based mixture of more than one tool? So it will be a mixture of more than one thing. See, whenever we work in a real time, so it's not like we are going to use a couple of only single component. We will end up using a multiple component on a data integration side, ingestion side, a pipelining of ETL side, data cleaning side, EDS side, statistics side, graph side. There are so many components, so many plugins and tools we all use on a daily basis as per the requirement, and that is the same thing which is going to happen. People are asking question, is there any paid internship? Yes. So paid internship wise, so you have to come for the interview. We keep on launching an opportunities, we will keep on sending you a notification. You can come for the interview, and after that, now let's talk about placement. So as this one is a job assistance program, and we have already mentioned over here, now job assistance program wise, it's us who is going to give you, or who is going to create a resume. First of all, projects, curriculum, each and everything is completely fine, but we are going, it's not a job guarantee program, by the way. So job guarantee program, our FSDS is a job guarantee program, but FSDA is a job assistance program. So here we are going to work for your resume, we are going to work for your projects. Experience wise, it's us who is going to give you up each and everything which is mentioned over here. Now after that, so we are going to conduct a mock interviews from our side, and after that, so yes, we keep on calling the companies, and if you will be eligible, so because we take a mock interview from our side in a very first place, because whenever we send a candidate to a companies, as we are doing it for multiple companies, even in iNeuron. So next week, so we have a hiring drive. So Mu Sigma along with iNeuron, so we are hiring so many people, and I believe you will be able to see everything on a YouTube live, at least an inauguration ceremony and everything. And again, next day, so we are going to tell you how many people have hired, all those things. So likewise, we have onboarded multiple companies, so many companies actually we have onboarded, and from there we have opportunities. So as soon as you are going to clear our mock interview, we will start pushing you towards all of these things. But it's a job assistance, it's not a job guarantee. I think we all are aware about it. Our FSDS is a job guarantee, so over there it's our responsibility. Do we have a companies from a different location? Yes. So we have a companies from all major IT cities, I would say. So don't ask me to like give or offer you some opportunities in your hometown. That is not possible for sure, right? So again, outside India, so I believe this is something which is mentioned. So it's a referral that we used to give, but again, without any surety. But yeah, inside India, as we are based out of India, we are based out of Bangalore. So we have so many tie-ups, and based on that, we keep on pushing each and every profile as per the requirement. But you have to clear our interview in a very first place. We'll call you for the screening, and you have to go till a project, because without that, there is no point of discussing a resume. Without that, there is no point of giving you an opportunity, because you will end up losing that particular opportunity. So first of all, we'll prepare and then we'll go for it. Now, so this part is clear. Syllabus part is clear. Now talking about our facilities. So as I said, if you have a doubt, so you can raise your doubts in a live class itself. So obviously after completion of portion, right, that we have to discuss. So right after that, you can start raising your doubts and we'll try to clear it. There is no issue about it, right? So that you are going to do even today. So I believe you will be able to see that part. Those who will not be having a doubt, they can drop off after a live session. That's completely fine. In between a class, right? Even after the class, right? So let's suppose Monday to Friday, if I have a doubt, then what I will do? Again, because yeah, Saturday, Sunday is fine. So we have a chance to connect, but what about Monday to Friday, right? because there is a chances that I'm working on something and maybe I'll end up getting a doubts, right? That's completely fine and that's pretty much obvious. So here in that case, my team is going to circulate. You all are going to receive a mail ID in a chat at the end of this class. And then you can drop us a mail at any point of a time and we'll be happy to clarify your doubt. And if it is required, we can schedule even a meeting, right? So again, someone is asking about an internship link. Okay, so see, we just go to iNeuron.ai. Here you will be able to find an internship portal. It's not difficult to find out. It's very easy to find out, right? So any one of you can try to find out these things in the easiest possible way. Mock interview will be online or offline. Generally, it happens in our offline mode nowadays. So we have adopted a hybrid approach. So those who are available, we can even call them for a offline if they are available. Otherwise, it's online that we used to do. Yeah. If we are stuck during our internship, so yes, in that case, again the same channel. So the like a email ID that we are going to circulate from our team members. So you can reach out to them. You can CC me directly. I'll make sure that you will be able to get your answer. So that's the reason. So I keep on asking everyone to CC me in each and every like a mail chain so that it will not be missed, right? And again, so if you have to do some sort of escalation, because see, everywhere people are involved. So ups and downs happens, delays sometimes happens, right? So if you have to escalate anything, directly you can escalate to me. And in that case, I'll make sure that things happens in a way it was expected, right? And the way it was committed on a very first day, because the end goal is one, make a transition. We are not here for learning. We all are here just for transition. So this is it from my side as a part of our induction session. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start ahead with your live classes. Like I said, so Chris is going to take your statistics class. And after that, it will be my part. I'm going to start ahead with the SQL lecture and then Power BI and then Tableau, then Python and then Excel. Obviously, after each and every segment. So let's suppose if I'm going to talk about a SQL, then we'll get into a project. Power BI, then we'll get into a multiple round of project. Tableau, then we are going to get into a multiple round of projects. Python, again, multiple round of project. So that is a sequence that we all are going to follow, each and every one of us. Yeah. So I think it's clean and clear, right, guys? So for our batch, when does mock interview starts? Mock interview and everything will start after completion of at least one dashboarding project. So till Power BI. How many days will have access to of this portal? Lifetime. See, in live classes, so I don't think that anywhere we have mentioned that you will be able to get an access of portal for 1 year, 2 years. It's a lifetime access by default. So even if you are not going to ask or no one is going to tell you, but portal access is lifetime. So at least for live classes. So for all the live classes that we used to circulate or we used to conduct, by default, it will be for lifetime. What is the course duration? If we follow the live class mode, 6 months approximately, it is going to take for me. It may take 7 to 8 months as well, right? Depends upon, because what happens sometimes is like if something new has been introduced in a market, I always try to give a priority. I'll always try to discuss those things, even in my live batches, a current ongoing live batches, right? So it may take more, but yeah, 6 months is a bare minimum time which is required for this entire things. What will be the configuration of the system? More than i3 is more than enough. So i3 processor, 4 GB RAM is more than enough. If you have i5, if you have i7, if you have i9, if you have Mac, if you have Linux, everything is completely fine. What you are going to cover in Python as per the syllabus, Python wise, I'm not going to cover in depth of Python. Let me tell you that thing, because it is not required. I always try to cover Python in very, very depth in my FSDS classes, but for data analyst, it is not required. So unnecessarily, we'll not try to waste time. Instead of getting into those things, we'll try to explore more and more project, right? So Python scripting is required and that portion. So whatever is required for a data analyst, business analyst role, I will try to cover each and everything. So if I stuck in a project, how I'll get a support? That's the reason. So we are going to circulate a mail ID from our side. You can reach out to us. Again, after a live classes, you have an option to raise your hand and then you can ask a doubt or you can ask your project. Even you can have an option to share your screen and then over a mail. So you can even schedule like a one-to-one with our team. But yeah, with a genuine reason. So in your mail, so you have to write that, okay, fine. So this is my agenda. This is something that I have to discuss. If it is required, we will get into a one-to-one. If it is not required, we'll reply back over a mail itself and we'll close the issue. I will close the ticket from our side. How many mock interview can we attend? Any limit? No, there is no limit. And whenever we take a mock interview upfront on a same day, we'll give you a reviews. We'll give you upfront like a scores that, okay, fine. So you are lagging in this area, that area. If you're lagging in terms of a communication or maybe explanation of the project or maybe a technology, maybe a business use cases, showcasing experiences, we'll tell you each and everything upfront. And then we'll give you a time that, okay, fine. So maybe you can take 1 week of time or maybe 2 week of time. You can try to cover each and everything and then again come for the next round. Can you please tell a difference between business analyst and data analyst? Actually, both are same. So it's just a two different words, but according to the industry, it's same. Again, when you are going to join our industry, your actual portfolio or designation name will be aligned based on the company's hierarchy. But yeah, so many people have created this two buzzword called as data analyst and a business analyst. But if I'll talk about from a tech side of it, right, it's actually same. There is no differences at all. So I think I have answered. i5 processor, 8 GB RAM will be sufficient. Even i3 is sufficient. Can we do the internship while learning also? Yeah, that is the reason. So I told you, right? So even you can start now or maybe after a completion of at least one project from a dashboarding section, which is a Power BI. So stats, then SQL, then Power BI. So after that, you can start. I'll tell you at that point of a time. So when time will come, I'll tell you each and everything. That okay, fine. So now you can start. How I can interact with my batchmate? I believe you have paid your fees to iNeuron. That is the first thing, right? iNeuron is providing you enough amount of people and resources to interact, to communicate. So in case of any kind of a doubt, will be the first person who is going to clarify your doubts, because your batchmate is again have a similar kind of a label, right? So if you're going to interact with your batchmate, you will not be able to get any kind of a benefit. So it's better to communicate with us directly, plus achievers if you want, because they are the one who have already made a transition in a recent days, and they are the one who will be able to help you out in a best possible way, right? So the job assistance for lifetime, no, obviously. So once we'll give you one time, that's completely fine. So why you're looking for a job assistance? Why do you need us for a lifetime in terms of giving you a job or assisting you in a job? I said dashboard access will be for lifetime.
No, they want after 10 years experience, like 5 to 6 jobs switch, and whenever they want to make a switch, they'll ask for.
Practically, I believe that is like not even a question, right? So we'll get an access of job portal for a job assistance? No. So you will not be able to get. So job portal access we used to give for our job guarantee program, not for the job assistance program. That's very clear. What's an update on online ID? Online ID is just one of the feature that we have given inside this dashboard that you can see. So inside a dashboard, there is a online ID feature. So that is for a coding purpose. Okay, so all of your doubts. So fine, guys, if you have any doubts that I have not covered so far, so you can ask. So what we can accept as a lowest LPA for a data analyst? See, as a fresher, somewhere in between 4, you can expect as a lowest one.
Why
But
you want to aim for lowest? So aim
no,
for
no,
the
no. So
highest.
that was the question in a chat that I can see that lowest one. So lowest wise 4, 3.5 to 4, which is an industry standard. But yeah, so you don't have to aim for the lowest one. But if you can go for a big, go for a big, simple. Just aim big. At least you will end up getting something out of that one. What about the software installation? What if the software are paid? No. So we have a workaround for each and everything. So that is not going to be like a paid, and that will make sure. Do iNeuron hires also hire from the session? Yes. Next week itself,
We
we are hiring 20 people. So 20 people upfront, we are hiring next week itself, and that you will be able to see even live, right? We'll make sure that you all will be able to see it live.
and
So
Sudhanshu, I think within a couple of months we may also hire people from Power BI, Tableau as a data
that
analyst over
that
here.
that is a continuous things, right? So
Hmm.
anyhow, that is going to happen. So it's not only us. So it's not just iNeuron. So there are multiple companies. So you're not supposed to worry about that part. You have to work on the stack. Is there any opportunity for offline internship with iNeuron? No, as of now, there is no offline opportunity for an internship with iNeuron. But yes, iNeuron give you one feature. So here you can come on in our office. You can come to a floor, and then if you would like to work, if you are looking for a peaceful place to work and with all techies and everyone with the entire team, so yes, you can sit. There are many people who try to sit over here day in day out and they work. So that feature is already available. You all are welcome to iNeuron office. We don't have any kind of issue. Office address wise, I believe it's available on a Google. So you can easily, you will be able to find out. It's not difficult to find out iNeuron office. It's very, very easy to find out iNeuron office. Why can't we have an option to buy a job portal for some cost, then we can enroll? No, we are affordable, so we don't want to get into a non-affordable mode.
We will get iNeuron t-shirts. Yes, obviously you'll be getting iNeuron t-shirts. I write
As
code
a
t-shirts.
Yeah, the t-shirt that jacket or t-shirt that I am wearing or Chris is wearing, like we keep
So
on
we
launching a
will keep
different
on
different.
challenges. There will be challenges for you after every class, and whoever wins the challenges will be distributing them with goodies and cash rewards.
And those who make a transition, so those who comes to this hall of fame, by
Hmm.
default they used to get these goodies.
Yep.
Answer my question, please. Yes, I'm trying to answer. So I graduated in 2018. How job opportunities help me? First of all, try to work, right? Fill your gap with the internship, and then you can get into that. See, everyone is worried about a job. I completely understand that that is a first priority. But the thing is, think about the skill set. Think about showcasing experience. Think about why someone is going to give you a job if you are not eligible enough. And if you are eligible enough, why people will not give you a job, right? So everyone talks about the salary, that what kind of a salaries I will be able to get. See, industry wise, every industry gives you a different kind of a salary. Every company is having a different brackets for even every different positions. For a startup, there will be a different segment. For MNCs, there will be a different segment. For product based companies, there will be a different segment, right? So first of all, work on a project. Try to make yourself eligible before asking these things. And believe me, if you are eligible, if you are able to put yourself in that position, no one can stop you. Job is there. Now, it's not me who is telling you that job is there. There is a LinkedIn. I believe you all have a LinkedIn access. Go and search that whether job is available or not. And you will be able to like a find out. If someone is telling you job is not available, fine, go to LinkedIn, go to Indeed, go to Naukri.com, right? And everywhere you will be able to find out. Now, if job is there, people are looking for someone to hire, right? So the only things which matters is like you have experience or not. That's it. Can working people do an internship work on a Sunday if they are available for 6 months a day? I don't have any issue. It will be your call. So we are not going to decide on that part. I think you can take a decision on that side. Will you provide the resources for a practice? Yes, as I have shown you that everything will be available inside your dashboard. Your dashboard will be a one point of contact for each and every material, resources, videos, and everything. Can you please answer my question? I believe I'm answering almost everything. How to reach out to our mentor? You will be able to get my email ID. Don't worry. After data analyst, can I do a data science? First of all, get into one job role. Don't jump for two. And then obviously you can get into it. This is what even I have done in my career. How is the internship project compared to the live customer project? So almost close. Offline download options are available or not? No, for these lectures, as of now, offline download options are not available. In July month, so we are releasing our app. Over there, that option will be available in July month. So third or fourth week of July is a target for all of us to launch the app. We were supposed to launch it a little bit early, but yeah, so development cycle and testing cycle takes its own time. So Bootstrapping included in this course, sir. Yeah, as a part of Python project that is available, and even in Power BI. So there is a concept of like doing a strapping and showcasing all those data. So that kind of a project will be there. Your salesperson told me that you will give us a job portal assistance in data list. So this is what I'm saying. So I never said that we are not going to give you, Raj Srivastava, I believe. I repeated the same thing, I believe. What on all apps needs to be installed? So whatever app needs to be installed, so for sure I will tell you in a live classes as we'll progress. So for sure for stats, there is no app which is required. Then for SQL Workbench is required. So I'll tell you how to install and what to do with that. And again, if you will get stuck somewhere, so we are going to assist you in between. And then Power BI tool is required. Power BI desktop app is required to install. So each and every things, whatever is required, we'll keep on telling you, and we'll not just keep on telling you. In a live class itself, I'll do it. Along with me, you will do it. And if you'll get stuck, then team will handle your system. Power BI and Mac, yes, it is possible. There is a workaround for even for that. There is a hack for that one. How many hours should I give to this course per day as I'm working professional? See, if you are attending all the live classes, so beyond live, and if you are doing each and everything with me, so beyond this live classes, you are not supposed to spend anything extra, at least on a topic which I'm going to cover. Yes, for a challenges, for a task that we are going to give you, and for a project, on an average, 1 hour to 2 hour, you will have to spend on a daily basis, which is going to start from your SQL portion. So that is on an average time that you have to spend. Tell about the timeline for the project, whether we can decide or automated. Yeah, you can decide on the project side of internship project side, and we'll decide on a dashboard project side. Do we cover ML in this course? No, not at all. This has been designed for a pure data analyst role. So no ML part will be covered throughout this course. Yes, forecasting and prediction inside Power BI, inside Tableau. So there is a provision of doing a forecasting through a Tableau tools itself, through a graph itself. So that will be covered, but no additional ML algorithm because it is of no use, at least for a business analyst and a data analyst role. If I want to start a career as a freelancer, will industry take interest in it? There are so many opportunities, and many people used to do a freelancing job on a regular basis, right? You just to like create a freelancing profile, plus you must be having a skill, plus you can go for like a bidding for each and every freelancing work. There are many people who always looks for a freelancing from every side. Is this course good for the MBA student? What will be help? So yes, it is. It is good because as an MBA student, so dashboarding and analytics side, you are supposed to know. So it is very, very important. I have 8 years of experience in a operations profile of a multiple industry. How I can show my current working experience as a data analyst experience to an interviewer? See, as I said, your resume, your projects, what you are going to write inside the resume, that will be discussed by us. So your resume is not your responsibility, it's our responsibility. Your responsibility is to go through a project. It's not like you have not done the project and then you will come for the resume discussion. We will not discuss about it because there is no point of discussing your resume without going till a project, right? So from your responsibility wise, you have to go till a project and then you can raise a request to go ahead with a resume discussion. We will discuss a resume. We will tell you how to cope up with the previous experiences, what kind of a project you are supposed to write, what kind of a project you are not supposed to write. So each and everything will be discussed by us, not by you. So don't worry about it. Will you teach how to explain a project? So obviously that's my role. So project wise and DPR wise, detailed project report. So in every batches, I used to create a detailed project report. So each and everything we are going to discuss. What is the highest package freshers can get? See, if I'll tell you 20 lakh, 10 lakh, 50 lakh, that will be a over exaggeration of the things, right? So you must have seen an ad. So do this certification and get 20 lakh of package, 50 lakh of package. I never say these things. It just depends upon your skill set, where you are going to apply, in which company you have cleared the offer, and based on the benchmark of the respective companies, you will be able to get highest or lowest. So at the end of the day, it's just a skill set. So I think we should not talk about the package. We should more and more talk about the projects and the skill set because you can't control that part. So the thing that you can't control, I believe we should not talk about it. There is an opportunity in front of all of us. If we can cross verify that particular part, we can go to LinkedIn, we can go to a Naukri, we can go anywhere, and then we can verify that yes, there is an opportunity. And if there is an opportunity, so people are willing to hire someone, right? So just try to keep or try to get into a right set of a skill set and a project. Project is important. I'll keep on highlighting this part, the project part.
I think, Sudhanshu, we can start taking up the questions in voice
Yeah,
format.
Chris, in some time, yeah, we'll start it. I have a MacBook here. You are going to teach on a Windows. Are you also going to teach on MacBook? Does this matter? Okay, so fine, guys. I believe most of the questions I have already answered. From where did the screen of internship I can see? You can go to iNeuron and then there is a project. Here is an internship portal link. Yeah. So is this a recorded videos? No, this we are recording as of now. This is not a recorded one. Sai, by the way. I'm from a banking domain, so what kind of an analyst will be suitable for me, finance or marketing or anything? Go ahead with the finance, that's completely fine. Or even for the banking portfolio, you can go ahead with that. Okay, so fine, guys. So this is all about induction session. Now we'll start taking your doubts. We can start unmuting you one by one, one by one. Most of the questions I have already covered, and hope all of you have enjoyed that part. Yes, guys. Because in a Mac, I think we need a different kind of a setup or apps or any other requirement. No, it's more or less it's the same. So it's not very different. It's almost like a same. Helping in resume building. So it's our job. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to worry about the project side. So try to reach out till that label along with us. It's a wonderful opportunity to work with and learn with you guys. Love you, Chris and Ansu, sir. I'm a big fan of you. Thank you so much. Will you provide the interview questions for data analyst or Power BI or developer? Exactly. Yes, that's our role. So we are going to do it for sure. Yeah. So fine, guys. So what we can do is we can start taking your doubts. Those who is not having any kind of a doubt, you can drop off. Those who have a doubts, so please try to raise your hand. You
And
will
be
be able.
patient. Everybody numbers will come. Sudhanshu, you can say that. Otherwise, again,
No, that I think it's a self-understood thing, right? So yeah, so you can raise your hand and one by one we can start asking doubts. See, the thing is, majority of you are going to ask the same question which I have already answered as per my experience, and we'll see that in a live class. But yeah, it's my responsibility to answer, so I'll answer for sure. So fine, Rehan, you can go ahead with the question. Vishal, please go ahead with the question. Kostu, go ahead with the question. Ritam, go ahead with the question. So one by one, guys, I'll try to unmute everyone, and you can go ahead with the question. I'll call out your name. Yeah, go ahead with the question, please.
Hi, Sudhanshu and Krish. Really great presentation.
Thank you so much, Vishal. Yeah, please go to the question.
I cannot see anybody's chat. I believe people asking questions. I try to ask a couple of questions.
But I can see your chat. So I can see your chat.
Oh, you can see. Okay, so it's getting to you, right? So we can't see anybody else's chat. They can only communicate to you want to.
Exactly. Yes. So
okay, perfect. So my question is, I signed up for this course, the data analytics. My ultimate goal is to be in the data science. Is it the right way to do that? I start with this to sort of.
So may I know your background, please? What is your background?
Yes. So my background is in tech, and I used to be a developer about 10, 11 years ago. I have about 25 years plus experience. I just want to get into this analytics and data science field to see if it is something for me. And I don't want to learn on my own. That's why I joined your class. And I'm hoping that maybe this is the first step and then I can go into actual data science. So is that the right way to do it, or should I just jump into data science directly?
No, so you can directly get into a data science and as well as into a data analyst. There is no issue at all. The thing is that a data analyst profile is different as compared to a data science, because in data science, again, there is a segment. There is a ML engineer, there is a DL engineer, there is a vision engineer, there is an NLP engineer. Right. So you can try to even like a target for that one. But yeah, so if you are completely new for this data field, so in that case, data analyst will be a kind of a low hanging fruit for all of you. So I think in a best possible, we can go ahead with that.
So when you say go with that, did you mean go with the
data analyst? No, see, even directly with the data science, you can go ahead with that one. But as you are coming from the completely different area, different field, so in that case, data analyst is going to give you a easy opportunity.
Okay, and the other thing I noticed was that your class, the other class for data science is 3 to 6 on Saturdays and Sundays, correct?
It's actually 3 to 8. 3 to 6 is a live classes, then 6 to 8 is a doubt clearing.
Okay. And my problem is I'm in US, so that's really midnight for me almost. So my question is, I know live classes are great, but I also noticed in your presentation that you have videos and you not videos, you record your live classes for every session.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Is it feasible, practical for me to, if I was to do that class, to, because life will be very difficult for me, it'll be like 2:30 a.m. If I can just follow the recordings the next day, is that feasible or is that not feasible?
That is completely fine. That is because in the end of the day, if you're going to get some sort of a doubt, so you will be having a mail ID access and you can drop us the doubts, and then someone from our side will be available and they will be able to help you out with respect to your doubts. So it is feasible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And that is the reason. That is the reason. So we are keeping a recorded video, so that even in future, even in later stage, so you will be able to brush up and you will be able to go for the revisions, and even for the next job, so you will be able to utilize all the resources.
Okay. Thank you so much. That helps. That's
yeah. Yeah, Costo, please go ahead.
Yes. So sir, I'm from core engineering domain. I deal in engineering consulting. And my goal is to, achieve a managerial position in my organization. I would like to work on business operations and, handling businesses and handling clients, making decisions. So right now I'm handling the engineering profile altogether. So how would this skills help me? My question.
Can you please repeat again, because Kaustubh, I think there was some noise which I'm receiving from your end. So if you can.
Okay.
So can you please repeat again the last.
Domain.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm from core engineering domain, and my ultimate objective is to get into the business profile, like business operations, decision making for the organization, etc., etc. I do not have any kind of opportunity of that sort right now. I'm dealing with engineering operations right now, and what my goal is to upskill my skills and apply for internal opportunities.
Kostav, your voice is not audible, but I think we have got the question. Yes, it is definitely possible if you really want to get into the business side. What I would suggest is that please, from the next time, get a better headphone before asking questions. Otherwise, it will disturb the entire audience. But yes, from whichever field you are, whether you're from core, non-technical, technical, you can definitely get into the business side at any point of time. But again, it is all dependent on like how you start and what you really want to become in the future. Yes, next question.
So Ali Ahmed, please go ahead.
Hello sir.
Yeah, Ali please.
सर हिंदी में पूछ सकता हूँ?
हाँ जी, बोल सकते हैं आप एकदम।
हाँ सर, ये मेरा प्लान था कि अभी डेटा एनालिटिक्स के लिए एनरोल करना, उसके बाद जॉब ढूंढना, फिर उसके बाद डेटा साइंस में एनरोल करना नेक्स्ट ईयर। तो सर ये सही है कि?
या सही है ये, बट पहले देखिए, पहले आप डेटा एनालिस्ट वाला पूरा कीजिए, जॉब में जाइए। एक साथ दो चीज करके क्या कीजिएगा? पढ़ाई करना लक्ष्य नहीं है ना सिर्फ, ठीक है? पढ़ाई करेंगे
नेक्स्ट ईयर सर, नेक्स्ट ईयर आपका कोर्स मतलब कोर्स बैच रहेगा ना?
वो तो आते ही रहता है ऑब्वियसली, सो दैट विल कीप ऑन कमिंग, ठीक है? बट अगेन, सो एक चीज करिए और उसके बाद जॉब में जाइए, दैट शुड बी अ प्रायोरिटी, ठीक है? ओके, या फयाज प्लीज गो अहेड विद द क्वेश्चन.
Okay, Sudhanshu. So, the timing of the classes, when I checked earlier in the website, I thought it was 8 a.m. to 11 because I had a word with,
no, I think since the beginning itself, it was 8 p.m. IST because that is the only slot which I had available. And the day I have launched this batch, it was 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. from the very first day.
Because 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. then we also have another batch, so the slot that was available from 8 to 11 only.
Yeah, that was the only slot which was available, so I don't think that there was a chance that I somewhere I said that it should be 8 a.m. No,
because before enrolling, I had a word with Pia. I called her regarding to get information about it, and I thought she informed me about the timing was 8 a.m. to 11.
Maybe there is a confusion.
Confusion.
Oh,
with
okay.
that.
Really sorry about
Okay,
it, but yeah,
so I
so
just,
it was. Yeah.
that's fine. So just have one quick query. Like, is there any alternate classes apart from this? Because I just had a little bit of a problem with this timing. So if there is any possible chances.
So maybe you can shift into our next live batches whenever we are going to launch. So that option will be available all the time. So you can shift yourself in our next batches. But yeah, at a time, so we,
And
for a particular segment, we always like launches only one batches for
okay,
any
so
any
it's
segment.
it's just a one batch. Okay,
So
that's
any
fine.
at any given time, so we
So
launch one
unless and
batches.
until we don't complete 75% to 80%, right? We don't start a new batch. So anyhow, we can anytime shift to the new batch once the new batch starts. Okay.
Oh, that's fine then. Then I'll continue.
Sure, sure.
Great.
Yeah. So Mayank, please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please go ahead, Uday. Yeah, Uday, Mayank, Vishal, anyone, Manish, Ramya.
Yeah, so Vishal here. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
Vishal. Yeah, Vishal, you're audible.
So I had a question. Like I have 4+ years of experience with sales and marketing background after completing my MBA.
Mhm.
So I want to focus on marketing analytics to be very
Mhm.
specific with the domain.
Mhm.
So do you recommend any specific kind of projects only which I should focus and specific position as a marketing analyst when I go for interviews?
See, first of all, try to understand the tech stack, and then we'll come into a project. Then we will try to pick and choose a specific one. So at that point of a time, so you can go ahead with the sales and marketing. That will be better. But yeah, technology stack wise, so it is going to be same. Doesn't matter from which domain I'm coming, right? So I think that is
I
something
just
that we
want to add one point to this is that, see, tomorrow you don't know in which industry you're going to work, or probably you may get a better offer in the industry of different domains, right? So my suggestion would be that always try to learn considering many domains in mind, not only one specific domain. Tomorrow you'll be much more fascinated and interested to work in other domain also. You should try to prepare yourself in this way. That is how it will work in the industry. Fine? Yes?
Krish, one more thing I would like to add, like on your point. So basically, like a lot of opportunities are available in as a data analyst or as a business analyst. So if I want to focus on marketing, why I'm saying like that? Because my previous experience will support me to ask for a salary rise.
Sure,
That's the
definitely.
reason why I'm asking.
So what we do is that we keep a combination of multiple projects from different domains. So marketing is also one of the domain that we also have. Okay, so
So are there any enough openings regarding this domain?
Yes, definitely.
Because projects I just saw that customer analytics, it's like suiting the kind of domain which I'm looking for, which the demo which just Sudhanshu showed us. So basically, if I should be focusing on this, or I should be focusing on finance related projects as well.
I would suggest, like, if you're planning to try to do maximum projects on your specific domain and less number of projects just to gain some experience from the other domain, right?
Okay, so it should be a mixture of all the things.
Yes.
Exactly, Vishal. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mukul. Yeah, Mukul, please go ahead.
Actually, my question is I've got an offer of MIS executive. Right now, I learned advanced Excel from Udemy itself, from myself. So I have got off from that. So what I was asking is, should I join that opportunity along with that? Because I'm using advanced Excel in that, and they are also asking Power BI. So will I get proper opportunity of the course completion or placement?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Okay, sir. There is one more thing. So
yeah,
this is my, you can say this is my curiosity, that why SAS and MongoDB are not included in the course.
Because see, MongoDB wise, integration wise, anyhow, like I said, I'll keep on adding a multiple things, right? So just from the integration side of it, it is required, but DB queries wise, it is not required. So no need to learn like a NoSQL queries, DB queries wise. But yeah, integration wise, anyhow, we have to learn and we have to understand, and that will be like just one single step.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Manish is here.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, currently I'm pursuing MTech. So will this course help me to get placement? Because placement session will be going on in the October or November, about that time. Will this course help me to get there in that time?
Yeah, for sure, it is going to help you out.
Okay. And one more doubt, sir. One of my friend has not joined, your batch now currently. They want to join after 1 week. Can they join that after 1 week also?
Yeah, that's completely fine, because in 1 week, so we'll not end up covering a multiple things. So I believe a person who is going to join even after a week, they will be able to cope up with the things that we are going to discuss. So that's completely fine.
Okay, sir. Every topic will be covered in live classes only, sir, or will be there?
No. So we never cover things in a hybrid mode. So
Okay, sir.
live means live.
Okay, thank you. And one more doubt, sir. When I was logging in Zoom, they were asking a passcode. What is that?
I think passcode is nothing but the link that we used to send, right? So at the end of that link, you will be able to see the number. That is something called as passcode.
So every class I will get link in on the mail, right?
Yeah, every time you will get a link in a mail, as well as you will see the link in your dashboard as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Sudhanshu, good evening.
Yeah,
Hello.
good evening. Hello. Please go ahead.
Sudhanshu Ronu here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
There are two questions, actually, a part of which has already been asked by someone who was talking about experience in marketing domain. I have similar kind of experience, but particularly in sales. And having said that, I have grown decently both in terms of salary as well as in terms of designation, which I'm doing at present. So do you advise me to do this data analytics course, which will help me out to transition into something which is more stable and which is, which is something technical in nature, keeping in view vis-a-vis my salary as well as the past experience as well as designation? Will that be counted?
Yeah, that will be counted. So there won't be any kind of issue. See, salary wise, if I'll say, so anyone who is going to offer you a salary, it's for sure with the hike. But yeah, so if you have some sort of an added advantage in terms of a skill set, so you can negotiate till any extent, right? And that depends upon the need of a company as well, a current need of the company. So
But will that happen if I change the domain altogether? Because from sales director
domain, it just a matter of fact that how you are going to showcase that experience. So whether you are going to showcase a sales experience as a sales executive, or you are going to showcase that same experience as a sales analyst, right?
Okay.
So it's a part of it. That's the reason. So whenever we go for the resume discussion, so we always try to take a control in terms of doing a resume discussion, so that we will tell you what to write. We will tell you how to explain a project. We will tell you what kind of a technology and experiences you are supposed to discuss in front of an interviewer.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Sudhanshu. Hello, Krish.
Yeah, please go ahead, Divijyoti.
Yeah, so I am a cost management accountant and having experience of around 8 years in finance and accounts domain. So I have joined this course to get into a role of FP&A or financial analyst. So what kind of mixture means I can expect with accounts, finance, and this business analyst or data analyst course? What kind of role I can expect?
So see, a number of years of experience. What is the number of years of experience that you have?
Around 8 years.
Around 8 years. So as a lead position or manager position, you will be able to get.
I am working as an assistant manager, finance controlling.
That is completely fine. But if you are getting into a complete tech side, so it depends upon a company's hierarchy as well. So somewhere with this role, so company used to offer a lead role, and somewhere so they try to offer a managerial role. That depends if you're getting into a pure tech side or pure business side of it. But yeah,
I just want to go into business side first of all, not into tech side very much, because I am coming from a in a finance background, so I don't want to left all those behind.
Hello, sir.
I want to carry my finance experience as well as my business analyst experience. So that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, so that is very much possible, and for that, so managerial role in general you will be able to get, because in business side, so generally a role with this number of year experience is defined for just for the managers.
Analytics manager in short.
Yeah, analytics manager in short.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
good evening, sir. Sir, my question is, I have a computer in which the processor is from Pentium series, and earlier you mentioned that basic,
that won't work.
It won't be able to handle Power BI tool. So at least you should have i3.
Yeah. So straightforward, that won't work.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, currently I am working as in supply chain department, and daily we have to submit more than 10 to 15 dashboard. So this code can help me to get automate my work in my current organization.
In terms of dashboarding, yes. In terms of a SQL automation, yes. In terms of
we have to fetch data from SAP ERP software. So it is very time consuming. It will take more than 4 to 5 hours to complete all the reports. So so that this code can help me to automate my work.
Yes, sir. Generally I teach automation a lot. So yes, accordingly you can align. But yeah, so I think in an SAP there is a PIPO, right? You must be using as of now.
No.
For integration.
No, sir. I don't have idea about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is fine. So
Okay.
based on my experience, I was just asking you because I have worked on SAP side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
audible.
Yeah, hello.
Can I talk?
Yeah. So Aman,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Aman.
Yes, sir.
First of all, thanks a lot for doing on YouTube, especially Krish. I'm a big fan of you. So here's my question. I'm currently working as electrical engineer, 10 years experience in a petroleum company. About year and a half, I starting passion with data, and I get a course from analytic labs, data scientist with Python. Okay, but I struggle for finding jobs, even in Egypt or outside in India, in Europe. So I was thinking, what about getting analytics? That analytics, it may be easier. It may uh, be specific in a field like machine learning, like it's very huge and need large experience. And when I finish my certificate, I don't have any experience, just the projects I have worked on. It was 10 projects. It's really awesome. But as of all, I didn't gain any experience. So do you think that after completing this course, maybe it's a good opportunity to get a job in data analytics or give me a move towards machine learning or something?
So definitely you can actually go towards data analytics from this specific course. And as Sudhanshu has already mentioned about the internship and all, so parallel you can also work onto that and get the experience later. But yes, if you are really interested into data science, which you said that you are parallelly preparing, that is also a chances, but it completely depends on your interest before you want to really go into data analytics or data science. But definitely from this course, you can get into data analytics. Sir.
Okay, and even if I want to continue later on data scientist or
Yes,
deep
definitely
learning,
you
it would
can.
be
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it will be good, and you will definitely be able to crack.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
yeah, hello, Sudhanshu.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Aman, yeah, go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my doubt is regarding the job profiles. So I'm a recent graduate with BBA Business Analytics background itself, but I'm recently finding it hard to apply to the jobs. Like I found the real world project implementation to be very complex, that which are taught with my college. So what do you, this course, like it provides in world, like real term projects is what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, the kind of projects that you'll be seeing over here will be using the data that is generated in a way which looks like a completely real world kind of stuff. So all those kind of projects will be covered. You can definitely relate it to the real world projects itself. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, and we make sure that all these projects are created in that way. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So I'm still a second year student right now, and is it like too early for me to start this course, or can I still like learn it?
So it is not at all early. You can definitely prepare whenever you want, and it completely depends on what you really want to do in the future. You know, get into data science, do some amazing things. I've seen people who are still in colleges. I've seen people from 12th standard who are participating in the hackathon and winning competitions.
Yeah.
So age is just a number. So you can definitely start whenever you want. Okay. Tomorrow,
and also,
just imagine
yes.
that tomorrow someone is giving a 50 lakhs offer. Would you continue your studies?
Yes, sir. Right. Yeah.
That is the kind of thing. Yes.
So also about the job assistance thing, like how is it like really helpful for in my case is what I'm asking.
So
Like right now.
you have to wait for your certificate completion. Without that, it is not going to help.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank
Because
you.
in India, most of the companies require a degree, right? At least. Yes, in the future it may be getting changed, but can't help with respect to right now. You know.
Sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Ramya.
Ramya, go ahead.
Sir, I want to ask that actually I am planning to go outside India due to some unavoidable reasons. So if I am going there, I won't be able to get an offline job. So is it possible for me to get an online job after this course?
Ma'am, that depends upon the companies and opportunity, right, ma'am? So if company is having a requirement to like pull in everyone in an offline mode. So in that case, no one will be able to help you out. And majority of the company after pandemic, so they are looking for everyone in their base, in their office. Yeah. So that
Okay, sir.
depends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Amit, please go ahead. Yeah, Priya Keshwani, please go ahead.
Hello.
Priya, please go ahead. Okay, Vivek, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm already working as a data scientist,
Hmm.
but I work in computer vision. So my skills which say SQL are weak. So I joined because skills like SQL, statistics, data was useful for my job too. But what I wanted to ask is, like say 6 months later, I'm looking for a new job as a data scientist, which is my current role. Will you help me to look for the job in that as well, at least in terms of making my resume?
Making your resume is completely fine. Yeah, that we can help. So we never say no
Making
to
your
that
resume,
part.
mock interviews will definitely help you out with that. And definitely soon we are going to come up with a job portal. From there, you can also apply for data science jobs.
Yeah, so
But
even
as a part of, not as a part of this batch. So
Yes.
that will be overcome.
yeah, like the mock interviews
Hello?
you can do for data science, even though it's for data. I'm not
Yeah.
asking any guarantee and all, but just
That
like
is
help
that is
time.
that is
possible.
that is fine. That is completely fine for us. So you don't have
Hello.
to worry about it. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah. Thanks.
hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Sir,
speak?
actually,
Priya can go ahead. Priya can go ahead, and then Uday Bhaskar can go ahead. Mike Nima can go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi to everyone. Please go.
Yeah. Hello, Sudhanshu.
Yeah, Ankit.
Sudhanshu, I have a question regarding the subjects because I have a doubt on MySQL and MS SQL. So I don't know which is the better one. Some of my friends say that it
Both
is
is
MS SQL.
no. See, the thing is, SQL is basically a kind of a generic one. 95% of the query is going to be same. In case of a MS SQL, only tool is going to change, and couple of more constraints are going to change. Apart from that, nothing is going to change. SQL Workbench, wherever if I'll talk about just a MySQL, so MySQL is something which you can learn, and then you can implement it even in Oracle, even in DB2, even in Postgres, even in MS SQL. So, and again,
I think,
all the
yeah.
big companies are using MySQL itself. There are like a
Yeah. Then I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I can guarantee that I should go to MySQL, right?
Yes. Yeah. MySQL.
MySQL is the better one.
Yeah.
Right.
Better option. Yes.
Yeah, hello,
Hello,
Sudhanshu.
guys.
Please,
Yeah.
my name is
Uday.
Naik.
Yeah. Uday, please go ahead. Uday.
So actually, I have completed my bachelor's in electronics and communication (ECE). So my goal is to go to the data scientist. I mean, data science side. So will this course? I want your suggestion. First, doing data analysis, data analytics, and getting into data science is better, or directly jumping into
What is your background, by the way?
Electronics and communication bachelor's.
See, both the side you can go actually, but yeah. So if you have already started, so try to go into this one first.
So the data analysis and the data engineer and the data science, is there any criteria that we need to move for better, or directly we can move into data science?
You can directly even move into it. There is no constraint at all. As you are from the electronics background, so there is no constraint at all.
So if you suggest, is there any criteria? First data analysis, next
No.
data engineering?
There is no criteria. No, I never said that for the technical people at least. Yeah.
Okay. So doing this course,
No. Yeah. Please.
better helps or direct data science?
Obviously, this is going to help you out dedicatedly for a data analyst, and then FSDS program that we have, that is going to help you out dedicatedly for a data science. So it will be your choice that for which portfolio you would like to go. So would you like to go for just a data analyst or just a data scientist? But yeah, both are the different track. So you can make a decision, and then you can try to do accordingly.
Hello, can I speak?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, may I speak?
Ankit.
So
Yeah,
my
Ankit.
question is, first of all, thanks for listening patiently, like answering all of the questions. And thank you so much. And my question is that I have done BBA. I'm currently working in research domain. So I'm working for data analyst roles. I'm looking for a transition. Like, is the BBA degree enough for the transition? Like, are companies okay with it?
Yes, yeah, that's completely fine.
Because my specialization is mainly marketing and HR. So
That's completely fine. See, data analyst role, majorly people who is coming from a non-tech background, so they used to get into it, right? So that's completely fine. And if it is a marketing or HR, that is not going to create a constraint for you. So it's completely obvious. It's fine.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi, may I speak, sir?
Hi. Hello, sir. Can I speak?
Can I
Hello.
speak?
Siddharth can
Hello.
go ahead. Yeah, Siddharth, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. First of all, thank you for taking all our questions. I had a concern, sir. Right now, I am a third year engineering student, and I am a novice in coding, sir. So, will coding hamper or my learning in data analysis?
See, as you are in third year, I'll tell you one thing, try to focus on coding. It's very important for a tech industry. And as again, so guy who is in a college, so they are supposed to, specifically they are supposed to focus on a coding side. So please try to focus over there.
Hi, sir.
And sir, I need to ask about the domain knowledge, like if I'm fresher.
No, that doesn't matter for fresher. Domain knowledge doesn't even matter for freshers at all.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, Sudhanshu.
Hello, sir. Yeah, Sabari Balan, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, thank you for the introduction. So I am working in a mechanical field. I'm a mechanical engineer for an automobile company for like past 6 years. So how far like this, there will be opportunity for the data analytics in this automobile or the mechanical field based on your experience, like candidates you have seen?
So as long as the industry will be here, so there will be an opportunity. See, this is not going anywhere. Trend. So yes, trend will keep on changing, but it will be here and will be there. For
So
sure.
it will be useful for like automobiles and mechanical
Every
field
industry,
also.
because every industry we have a data. Every industry we are trying to create dashboard, right? So it will be there all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Sudhanshu. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Good evening.
Yes, Anil, please go ahead.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. First of all, thank you, Sudhanshu and Krish, to give this type of courses, which is help us have confidence and make us to come up. The question is, see, I am working in a core Unix administration, okay? As well as I'm just now I am working in a cloud area. So my question is, I'm planning to move my transition in data science as well as this data analytics. I had your two courses. I enrolled for the both courses, data science as well as this data
Sir,
analytics.
go with one. This is my personal advice to you. Please go with one.
Okay, because
If you have purchased, you can make use of it in a later stage. There's no issue at all. But go with one. Target should be only one.
Okay, I understood. So my question is, currently I'm working in Dubai.